It's V N APE.
Listen to this shit.
You know, but when a hoe sees some pimping, man, you know what I'm saying? Hoe gonna understand it. She gonna smell it, you know what I'm saying? I tell a bitch in a minute, bitch, can you taste it, hoe? You know what I'm saying? Some pimping at you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Some real cross-country pimp, you know what I'm saying? Some love me, some hate me, but they all gonna respect some motherfucking, you understand? Cross-country, motherfucking pimping. And when we charge it all to a bitch, for sure.
Show.
Jesus Christ. Folks, that was Pimp Snooki. He's one of these. I went on YouTube the other day, bro, and found that gem of a video, and I started exploring, you know, just pimps and shit, and what the hell these guys, you know,
The pimp underworld.
right? What is it that's really going on with these guys? How are they living?
Yeah.
Right? What's that lifestyle like?
Pimping is a interesting career choice.
But it's such a universal career when you stop and think about it. I mean, do you know of a country that doesn't have pimps?
Of course I don't, but
Of course you don't.
no, it's a universal thing for sure. But like, I feel like it's decreased a lot.
Well, it's decreased here in the United States a lot.
100%.
Because they started getting people charges like human trafficking.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of pimps ended up with... eventually, they found out how profitable it is to have a white chick and how much easier it is to regulate her than the average black woman. And that's not even me talking, bro. You can ask the pimps. They will usually tell you that.
Yeah.
All right. Sometimes they'll fucking fuck around and cap and say, no, I don't discriminate and shit, you know, but a white bitch. And, you know.
They need that money, though.
And then they'll still, you know, get more money out of her. Right. And so it is what it is. There's a higher demand for the white bitch. Okay. Now, when I started hearing these fuckers talk, right, they started talking about pimp. And I think the easiest way that they compare what they do to anything else is when they compare it to a business, right? Because they say, well, I mean, wherever you work, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you work.
If you work.
They established that in the beginning. If you work, you're not a pimp.
Damn.
Right.
Automatically, that's already crossed out.
If that's what you do, you're not the pimp.
Got it.
Right. So if you go, you know, let's say to a fucking restaurant and you start, you know, getting orders and shit.
If you're a busboy,
if you're doing any of that shit,
you ain't no pimp, man.
If you're doing some work to give somebody else money, you are the hoe in that equation.
Right.
Right. The customer is the trick. You are the hoe, and the pimp is the business owner.
The middleman.
Okay?
In a sense.
The top man, it's his game. He created that game. It's his business.
Sure, I guess.
That's how they see it.
Yeah.
Right? And of course, they got all these fucking terms and shit. To them, it's like the only game. This is like a thing where it becomes so... Shit, my bad, bro.
You're good.
Where this pimp situation becomes so...
They're very egotistical.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That's all they...
Yeah, everything revolves around them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're obsessed with themselves. It's a very narcissistic profession by nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's not something that the individual is into, then it's just not going to happen. And so, basically, when they describe it as the only game, like I saw one guy that he gave the example of like of lions and shit, right? He says that lions are like nature's pimps in many ways, right? There's like, for example, and he says that this pattern of pimping is found everywhere, right? Like even in bees, there's like the female pimp, which is like the queen bee, right?
Right.
And he says, I don't even know if this shit is true, but he says about lions that the lion, right, he'll have a group of, he'll have a stable of 5 lionesses, 5 lion bitches. And they will like hunt and do all that shit and bring the food to him.
Right.
For him to eat. And he won't do shit unless he's fighting to like, you know, stop another lion from getting his bitch.
Right.
Or just like, you know, getting a bitch from another lion or some shit like that.
It's an interesting like position that a pimp is in like the, I guess, what do you call it, the hierarchy?
Yes.
Like it's like a person that's like in the lion. Well, obviously the lion could fuck up those lionesses, but I was just gonna say manipulation is like the key factor, right?
Well, yeah, but
obviously
I mean,
you have they have some type of men have more physical power over chicks, but
yeah, but that's not really gonna keep a girl in there with you.
And being,
I mean, having a lot of dudes have physical power over most people, but don't dominate anyone.
They don't dominate the chick, and
so
she becomes the hoe.
Yeah, the pimp is that person that can get money from the woman,
right,
and keep her doing that work,
right, while he gets paid and just does.
While she gives him the money. Now he handles the money for her.
Yeah,
he gets a chick that's really fucked up.
That's the thing. They manipulate very vulnerable people. And
I mean, who the fuck are you gonna go to, bro? You're gonna go to fucking Kamala Harris and try to pimp her out? That's stupid as fuck. Why would you do that?
100%. No, yeah, they it's predatory. For sure.
It's called a game because you're supposed to you're supposed to play that shit.
Yeah.
So they got the pimps, right? Who are those guys? And some pimps, they discuss like the ways of pimping. That there's two methodologies.
Okay.
In terms of like getting a bitch, and he says that like the difference between a pimp and a mac. Oh, some pimps say the word mac and pimp as though they are the same thing, right?
I've always thought it was. And
a lot of them speak of it as though it is, but like I've heard some pimps make this distinction in terms of the pimp is this individual, like he doesn't. The thing about a pimp is he doesn't choose the bitch. The bitch chooses him.
I knew this was coming.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yes.
So basically, he's the sort of guy who gives. That's why you got all the flashy clothes and the cars and shit, and you got to be smooth and ice cold and all that shit, and you always got like a serious demeanor about you. And so when you do that, you let the shit that's around you and the shit that you can show the potential hoe speak for you. Mm-hmm. Whereas the Mac is somebody who pimps himself out. I mean, who hoes himself out in many ways, and I don't mean like literally the same way that a hoe does it, but I mean that like he will fucking do work to get a bitch. He will choose the chick and like try to just go after her and have mad game, just spit mad game at her and shit.
But in order for her to work for him, right?
For her to like give him shit and just do shit to his benefit. It doesn't even have to be like having her prostitute herself, although oftentimes it is.
Right.
And so the pimp doesn't take that approach of like pursuing her in that sense. He might like show her some shit and spit some game at her.
Bitch.
Now the bottom bitch has to be the one that trains the other bitches. Right. She's the one that's there for that.
But I'm sure she was like one of the rookie, probably one of his first chicks.
She had to start at some point, right?
Yeah.
But basically, that's what it is. The hoe is just the intermediary. She's the one that takes the money from the trick and gives it to the pimp.
Yeah.
And so he gives some pimps give the example of like sports teams, right?
Yeah.
The owner, the pimp, right? Of course, the players are the hoes, and then like the fans are the tricks.
But what is the pimp getting like a extreme big chunk and just giving a little bit to the hoe most of the time?
So I mean, this depends on the pimp. I know back in the day it was much more common to see that the pimp would take all of
money,
it,
ruthless shit,
and
right?
then when he takes all of the money, of course he has to take care of her needs. Otherwise, why the fuck would she keep sticking around? If you're just gonna take her bread and leave her in the fucking street,
but he does some bare minimum shit, right?
It doesn't have to be bare minimum shit. She has to see you as a god, right? So she has to like really, whenever you're around her, shit has to be fucking perfect.
Right.
Unless you're like berating her. If you're punishing her, it has to be clear that you're punishing her. You got to be consistent. That's one thing. Right, so that she knows what the fuck is going on. Because if she sees any inconsistencies in your shit, she can exploit that.
Right.
And a pimp is supposed to be having, a stable of bitches, and it's very difficult to control a bitch if you don't discipline yourself.
On his tippy toes at all times.
Right, that's called having a tight game.
Tight game. Gotta have tight game.
The other thing is you can't game a pimp, right? You can't like
he's the one that games.
You can't get another. Let me put it like this. You know the phrase "game recognize game," right?
Of course, he already knows.
Of course, right? If you see another, if a pimp notices that there's another pimp, right? If he notices that he's a real pimp,
yeah,
and not a popcorn pimp or some shit like that, then he'll be like, all right, well this motherfucker has game, so it's not really We got to deal on
Gotta recognize what he's saying to me. Gotta recognize. I know it's like the whole body language.
It doesn't even have to be like respect and shit. It just has to be knowledge of the fact that this shit is like, if I try to get him and fuck with him and hustle him and shit, it's not gonna work the same way.
He knows the game plan already.
Yeah, he's not. You know, he has game.
Exactly.
Now, of course, you can steal a bitch from a pimp. That shit happens all the time. I mean, there's entire, like, Fillmore Slim was talking about how one time he went over there. I think it was it was somewhere in California. I think it was in LA or some shit. And, you know, they send women on the stroll.
Yo, that's like where, what is that area called? Figaro?
Figaro.
That's like the most.
But they send these women out there to like these streets and shit where they sort of just wait there and like try to, you know, present themselves and try to get a trick.
Yeah.
They want to break a trick, right?
Yeah.
And basically, like, Fillmore Slim was talking about how he came in with a stable of 7 chicks, and he said those were like his new chicks and shit. And so he was like, all right, let's go. And instantly they robbed all the pimps stole them bitches from, like, they just got them away from him, right?
Uh-huh.
There was a pimp driving by with like 5 of his bitches saying, hey, man, they ain't yours, bro.
Damn.
Not no more. Like, that type of shit. Just
down bad.
And then he sent his second stable of like 7 chicks, right? So, and they stole those too. And then at that point, everybody was just laughing at him like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Go take that form of pimping somewhere else, because that shit does not work here.
No, he got embarrassed?
And he said, all right, motherfucker. And he went on the phone.
Huh?
And they were laughing at him when he went on the phone. And he called up his more seasoned bitches.
This motherfucker had bitches on bitches. Dude.
And yeah, I mean, we're talking about 21 bitches, right? So this man was fully stocked in the hoe department.
Yeah.
And so anyway, he brings those up, and those did not fold.
No.
Those did not fold.
Ooh.
Now to this day, that motherfucker is considered a legend amongst that community, right?
This is like a hood myth or some shit, right?
No, it's not a hood myth.
I know it's a real thing.
He's a very famous pimp.
It's a hood legend.
People were there, bro.
Bro pulled up.
It is what it is, you know.
He wasn't gonna get got, Abe.
No, I mean, they got those, but he wasn't really serious about those hoes. The third bunch was the one that was really.
He said you could have those, bro. Those are my weak.
Apparently, bro, he just wanted to figure out what it was like over there, and he used the test dummy hoes.
That was player of him
in the beginning.
I'll give it to him.
Anyway, so that shit apparently worked, right? You know, the pimp is always the center of attention. Has to be, right? There can't be like, bro. They will beat the shit out of a bitch for reckless eyeballing.
Goddamn.
Like, if you stare at another pimp when he walks by or some shit like that.
Bitch.
Or you look at a dude too much, like, what the fuck are you thinking, bitch? There'll be that sort of stuff.
The pimp slap.
Yeah, I already told you about how to the pimp, you know, the hoe has to choose him. You got to choose the hoes that want you. You can't try to force a bitch that doesn't want you. That's not a good option for a hoe. You want the hoe to do whatever the fuck you want her.
She's already not being feminine, not being.
If she's not compliant with your shit,
that's not being compliant.
It's about money.
Yeah, that's it.
This shit isn't about love. And so if it's about money, the best employee is the one that's going to follow your directions. And
yeah, but you're gonna need a chick that's not like fucking. What is the term? Just being like, not agreeing with you, not agreeable. You feel me? Like just a chick that's like, pretty much will do whatever you say. Yeah.
She'll do whatever you say, but she won't do whatever somebody else says.
Right. That's what you really need.
And there's a lot of conniving and convincing motherfuckers out there when they go over there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of dangerous tricks that try to act like Max and shit like that when they start getting over there. And so you gotta give the whole game for her to survive out there. And so that means he has to break the hoe. And the process of breaking a hoe is you get a woman that she already has like low self-esteem and shit.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have much structure. She doesn't know what the fuck to do.
Gas her up like crazy.
And what you do is you basically, you gotta at first you just show her that shit. And once she becomes interested, then you sort of what you want to do, you show her about 30% of some shit of the shit that you have, like just regular shit to help her open up. Because, you know, a pimp can walk by and it looks cold as fuck. And it's like, well, I don't want to talk to that guy. He looks like he'll fuck me up if I even come close.
Yeah.
So you want to make her open up. And then you show her, you know.
Get her vulnerable?
Yeah, of course. You want her to open up and be vulnerable with you. And then later on, you want to, of course, use that information to sort of like, you know, fuck with her accordingly.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure that
use it to your best.
You want to tear her down completely to the point where she's a shadow of herself. You want to definitely take her away from her family, because if she's too close to her family, then you got to argue with the family.
That's bad.
And of course, it has to be her decision. So you got to have her believing that, oh, you know, every time you go to the home with your family, your mom is always yelling at you and shit. But when you come over here, I'm giving you food and shit. I'm buying you dresses and shit.
Yeah.
And so you better do something for that. And so then she sort of ends up in that type of commitment. And so you sort of use that. And then, of course, you show her how to deal with, like, tricks and shit like that.
You got to groom her.
You groom her. Completely.
You literally groom these...
But you break her down completely.
Low self-esteem chicks.
Yeah.
Into this, like...
But you completely destroy her self-image to the point where she doesn't know who the fuck she is. And then you tell her who the fuck she is.
Right. Fucking mentally control her.
Completely.
Yeah, like...
That's what it consists of. If you don't have that, then she leaves.
Yeah, she's not gonna do whatever you say. Yeah, this is fucking... We need to get pimps in the CIA.
I'm sure we have them.
These dudes would be great in
I guess
certain missions where that requires some type of
yeah.
You know?
I just want to say, like, just, you know, I probably should have clarified this at the beginning, although you motherfuckers should know this, right?
What?
No one here is a fucking pimp.
Oh, yeah.
All
obviously, right? We're not pimps.
I'm not a fucking pimp. I don't prostitute bitches. I don't slap women. I don't do any of this shit, okay? So this is all from the perspective of a square.
Right.
So anyway, now that we, you know...
Is that what they call us?
Yeah, anybody who's not in the game is a square. I mean, the trick even is somebody who... I mean, the trick is the only person in the game that can come and leave the game as he pleases.
I love how they, like, describe this. Come into the game, and...
Yeah, you enter the game and you leave as you please, right?
He's an invited guest.
He's not invited. He fucking chooses to come over.
True. Well, we're not in it, so we're not in the...
We're not in it.
Love it. Love the terminology and everything.
But yeah, they're squares.
Got it.
Anyway, that's the term. But anyway, to get to that, I mean, yeah, of course you could explore the ethics of pimping and see what the fuck comes out of that. What's your immediate thoughts about the ethics of this shit?
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, I mean, if it's a dude that's just manipulating broken, insecure girls, obviously I don't agree with things like that. It's fucked up, like.
Right.
But and this idea that, like, if, let's say hypothetically, which it doesn't even have to be a hypothetical, it's out there, a chick that's just willingly to prostitute herself and have a pimp, but you're gonna hit me with the, oh no, a woman that does that is already mentally ill or something.
What type? I'm sorry, I missed out.
I was saying,
what type of woman are you talking about?
Just a woman that
that would come to a pimp?
Yeah, sure. Or that is just willing to prostitute herself.
It's just that all these, you understand, a pimp, a lot of the pimps only deal with hoes individually. And there's a lot of reasons for that. So, now, some of them don't. Some of them just have a whole stable and everybody all together in this bitch and they all live together and shit.
Yeah.
But a lot of them do that, especially, you know, with jealous hoes.
Yeah.
And that's because the pimp becomes whoever the fuck is needed for that bitch to stick around. The pimp
smashes all his hoes?
It's not even about that, bro.
I know it's not, but does he? If he wants to.
I mean, he does, yeah, but you can't fuck her all the time and shit, because then You're supposed to maintain a God image. And so if you just slanging dick on this bitch 24/7, then you just
the more you do something,
you're just
less...
a supersized trick almost. If you do it too much, you stop looking like God and start looking. Then you become a Mac. Then you become a hustler. Then you become a square.
Yeah.
So you can't do it too much, but of course you do it, and so that's why some pimps take advantage of the fact that they have a stable, so they alternate nights with bitches.
It would drop them in the hierarchy eventually.
What do you mean drop them?
Like you were saying, a pimp go to a Mac, to a fucking trick, to a
Yeah,
square.
they would go down in the hierarchy.
Yeah.
Right, because, anyway, so, yeah, that type of shit happens there.
That's funny. But, yeah, I mean...
In terms of the type of girls...
What do you mean?
What I was trying to tell you is, like, there's so many different types of hoes, right? It's not just one flavor of hoe.
That is true, too.
And so, like, they adapt their personality to each of these hoes. And if they're all together, then he has to have a perfect, tight game. He has to have a game tighter than virgin pussy.
That is true, though.
So, anyway, the reason I say that is because some of these bitches are really just fucked up and need some help. And some of these bitches are some nasty, mean, psychopathic bitches that would never respond to a man who wasn't as cold-hearted as her. And there are some hoes that have, a lot of the same horrific personality traits as a pimp, but they just take it out on the trick instead of the pimp. Because the trick is the only place that a hoe really has control over any aspect of her life. She's the one that's responsible for maintaining engagement in that interaction. The pimp isn't in the fucking closet beating off and shit like a cuck.
Yeah. She's got some power.
That's where she has
in
power.
Those moments.
Right.
Well, somewhat.
Well, yeah, I mean, if she knows what the fuck she's doing.
Yeah. Until you run into a fucking crazy trick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that happens where they
Tricks try to overthrow the pimp?
Nah, I don't see much of that happen. That's a difficult one to pull off.
Yeah? Or what about, like, the tricks... Oh, shit.
I mean, how could you overthrow him? Like, you think if you're paying for it, she's not gonna fucking be like, oh, yeah, this is the guy I need to be with. This guy's gonna get me money. It's like, bro, you had to pay for this shit?
No, I was gonna say the trick takes the hoe from the pimp.
To do what? Marry her?
Whatever the case is. Maybe.
He's not gonna take her to pimp her.
Yeah, not to pimp her, but like whatever it could be for what, obviously, like maybe he wants her to just stop prostituting.
Maybe he wants that, but when that happens, almost universally, she will break the trick. And what I mean by that is that she will take every goddamn penny she can get out that motherfucker until he doesn't have shit.
I mean, coming from that, probably, yeah.
So that is the whole game.
That's a dangerous chick to like.
That's the game, though. That's what the pimp and the bottom bitches they're teaching the other hoes how to do.
Implementing the shit in their brain.
Yeah, I mean the one that teaches them the most about like doing that shit and like all the little dances they do and shit like that is the bottom bitch.
Yeah. That's crazy.
The bottom bitch is like the hoe of the month, but permanently.
Right. She's the seasoned one.
She's the one that he, trusts the most.
She knows what's up with
She has the most game. She knows what's up. And she's really dedicated and shit, proving herself.
Okay, that's interesting. I was going to ask, from,
fucking stoner.
I don't even know how to phrase this. No, I was just gonna ask, do you think pimping is like overall, does it do more harm or good?
It's hard for me to answer that specifically because the problem is that these pimps have such a way of... These motherfuckers are vocal finessers, right?
Really are.
To such a degree that when they talk about pimping,
they make
such analogies to everything else in life. And so to them, the game is basically in everything. And so when they make an analogy between pimping and being the owner of a baseball team or some shit.
Yeah.
They're dead serious about that. They're just saying that it's done right with a different product than the product they use.
Right.
And so they're saying the rule still applies and the game is still there.
Mm-hmm.
The fans are still tricks.
Yeah.
And so if we stick strictly just to the term of like some dude that goes up to women and these are women that have been abused and shit. And of course he takes them and he takes all their fucking money and he gives them dresses and shit and he gives them a place to live. And in exchange for that, he asks that they fucking sell their soul until they're fucking ruined to a point where they just can't be useful to themselves or to anyone else anymore. And then he just discards them. Of course that's not good.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that good for? Now, of course, a pimp will tell you, like, well, if that's what happened, then that's not real pimping because you didn't elevate her. Right? A pimp is supposed to elevate his hoes. If you ain't elevating your hoes, then what are you doing in the game?
Yeah, I was going to ask.
You got the game fucked up.
Let me play devil's advocate on the pimp side. Like, you don't think there's any situation where they elevated the bitches?
Of course there is.
And they live great lives now? And
I don't know about great lives, but they are some successful hoes.
You know the modern term for hoe now is 304s?
And yeah?
Yeah.
Is that what they call them now?
That's what they call them, 304s.
Really?
Yeah.
They went from escort to 304?
Well, it was really hoe, you know? Like, hoe was always the term, but now, like, it's just all over, like, the internet. It's called 304s. Like, that's, like, the way to not say hoe. You just say 304.
God damn.
Yeah, that's what they call it. Because in the calculator, 403 is, like, hoe. So that's where it comes from.
Oh, it looks like that. Is that like boobs?
Type shit.
Yeah,
yeah, it's like that. So people just call them 304s now.
Okay. Yeah.
That's like modern hoe terminology.
See, yeah, there's all types of ways that people can do that type of shit, and I don't know, man. It really depends. I mean, some chicks are
I mean, obviously, I don't agree with
some chicks that are prostituting themselves on the street and just risking it all and shit. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're better off with a motherfucker that knows what he's doing, because they're gonna do it anyway.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how it is now.
Well, that's how it's always been.
But, well, I was gonna say, but do you think it's always been more just independent hoes versus pimps with hoes?
I think the second that there was a hoe, there was some motherfucker looking at her like, God damn, come here.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I say the pimp shit is usually just those chicks that are fucking down and out and they're looking for any way to just fucking to get some type of fucking money or some shit.
To make it up the economic chain.
Yeah.
Some of them do. Most of them end up fucked up. And the pimp doesn't give a fuck because it's only about money and it's all about him. So when she's used
he's selling dreams, bro.
Well, a lot of pimps would disagree with that statement too. They'll tell you, I'm selling reality, bitch. I'm showing you, look.
I mean, it's very shallow.
So, of course, what you're doing is, I mean, you're not going to give her all the fucking money. The whole point is for her to make the money and give it to you. That's the whole fucking point.
Of course, I get it.
So that's why they would say that somebody that works at McDonald's is a hoe and the fucking owner of that shit is a fucking pimp.
No, I get it.
And that if you buy a McDouble, you're a trick. I mean, I don't...
You gotta have some type of, like, fucking... You gotta be an asshole.
But of course, bro, it's psychopathic as fuck. Why do you think they use that term of being so, being cold?
Literally,
That's how you gotta be.
Damn,
in order to manipulate somebody like that. You can't have emotion.
You can't be a bitch.
Like that. You can't do that.
You can't be fucking...
Are you gonna do that with some narcissistic, psychopathic bitch that has been gang raped for 5 years in a row, unleashed into the streets with a desire to murder men?
Definitely not. No,
that shit will not pay off.
Yeah, she'll break him.
She will. He will be a trick if he's not cold with a bitch like that.
Nah, see, in moments like that, you do gotta be cold to a bitch.
I would get the fuck away from that bitch. Is what I would do.
Obviously.
I don't even want to be involved in some shit like that. Let them do that shit.
No, yeah, I wouldn't.
That shit can fuck up your life, bro. One fucked up hoe can really destroy your shit.
Hell yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta be cold. Like, yo, fuck off, bitch. Like, I'm not fucking with
right.
you.
That's why they try to like get the women that choose them.
Yeah.
That show interest in them. Because those are gonna do shit for you.
Easier to manipulate, yeah.
Right? If you gotta fucking break the bank for a bitch, then that's not. I mean, you're just wasting your time as far as like pimping goes.
Yeah. There's no profit there.
So I'm just saying, man, that shit is interesting to me.
Nah, pimping.
Because it really is fucked up on a lot of levels.
I mean, obviously, yeah. Psychopath dudes that are dressed in fucking...
And psychopath hoes, bro. It goes around, bro. They're tricking these motherfuckers.
No, yeah, they're all narcissists, obviously.
Look, all of them are trying to get money from the trick. The pimp just tries to get it from the hoe.
Yeah.
All right? The first employee in the chain is the hoe.
Pimp has the harder job.
Well, I don't know, bro. Being a hoe sounds like some fucked up shit to be.
It's not harder than a pimp, though.
Oh, that has to be a miserable existence, being a hoe.
I'm not saying that it won't be miserable. I'm saying it's just harder. The pimp's job is harder.
Define harder.
I mean, Ape, he has to fucking manipulate these bitches and make sure. Like, that's not a easy... You just told me how he has to be...
Are you talking about that it takes more skill? Is that what you mean?
Takes more skill, yeah.
I agree with that.
I'll
if
say
you
that.
say that it's harder, though...
And let me...
that's not a harder existence.
I phrased it wrong, yeah. It takes more technique and skill. That's all I meant. Obviously, a chick is just fucking, but that is, like... That puts way more...
That's way harder.
More weight on you, for sure, as a person.
I mean, the whole point is you're not doing any fucking work. Except for, like, managing the bitches, right?
Yeah. I was just trying to say that it's not as easy either. Like, you can't just...
Oh, no, of course it's
managing
not
bitches is not a fucking...
Of course not, especially those.
Yeah. Not even, bro. Like, to get a chick to just really sell her body and you just make all the cash, like, yo, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild, bro. Like, I know human trafficking is...
Especially a chick that's, like, an expert at, like, taking money... from a trick mercilessly, right? Cause,
like, she could just do it herself.
Because that's the whole thing that they try. That's why they call it breaking a trick, right? Like, the whole point is, like, yo, take him for everything he has.
Yeah.
And if you do it right, it's not that you're robbing him or any of that shit. He's giving it to you until he doesn't have shit. He's in debt. He's fucked. It is game over for his life. And then when he tries to hit you up thinking, oh, fuck, I know she fucks with me, you know what I'm saying? She sucked my dick or whatever. And then he calls her. He's like, hey, shit is fucked up right now. He's like, I'm sorry to hear that. You want to meet? He's like, yeah, let's meet. All right. The rate, $200 an hour or whatever.
Yeah.
No, but I'm fucked up. I don't have no money. Well, baby, I can't help you if you don't have no money, baby. I can't do, and then he's fucked because this dude was delusional, right? He got tricked.
Yeah, but these guys need help too. These guys,
of course, they need help. They're fucked in the head, bro. How are you gonna think that a woman who is only interested in you when money is present?
That's why it's dangerous. That's why maybe getting pussy from an escort is dangerous from that perspective. As a fucking, let's say, a guy that's never getting pussy, or like a simp, or like a fucking...
I mean, if you're prone to fall in love with a prostitute.
Yeah, but we're assuming that this guy doesn't get no type of attention, and then the only type of attention he does get is from, like, escorts.
I'd say that the problem is...
So that would be dangerous.
And a problem in that world is how rich he is.
That's the problem, too.
Because if he's rich and how stupid he is. Because if you're a rich motherfucker...
You can get bitches, bro. Like,
if you're a rich motherfucker and
you don't got no hoes, step it up, bro.
See, that's not even where I was going. Let's say he's really that...
And when I meant hoes, I don't mean, like, literal pimp. I mean, like, just girls that...
Get some women that are interested in fucking, yeah.
Yeah, like, come on, dog. Like, that's pathetic.
But what I'm saying is this. When that guy's in that situation and he's looking for all these prostitutes and shit... I mean, if this guy is stupid enough to just fuck one and she smooth talks him into just sticking with her...
Yeah.
Bro, you're fucking paying her and you're being loyal to her and all she's giving you is a nut? She's fucking making a living off of you, bro. She's buying clothes off of you. She's feeding her
Ape,
kids off of you.
emotions is devouring that feeling when you haven't fucked anything. And
But I'm saying, like, if that
when
dude...
you get no female attention and you end up, let's say you find out a way, like, oh shit, you could buy pussy off this website.
I know, but if he was rich, he could just buy, like, 20 different fucking
Let's say
pussies.
he wasn't rich, Abe. Let's say he was just like your average American who has enough money to sometimes go fuck some escorts. Like,
Well, then fuck a different one every time or something, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
you know what I mean? Like, it's those.
I don't know what to tell you, bro.
I'm just saying it could be dangerous in that sense. Where it could not be dangerous in certain senses.
I don't think it's a smart game to play, period, bro.
Oh, obviously not. You should fucking fuck girls that are just
You're
friends.
Look, you're losing your money, right?
That's the number one thing where it's like bad for me.
You're with a woman who not only has been broken down herself and doesn't respect herself. You're dealing with somebody who doesn't respect herself and respects you even less.
100%.
Hoes do not respect tricks at all.
Of course, they're taking your money.
At all, bro. They see you as a fucking doofus.
100%.
They see the guy that they're giving their money to as the god.
Yeah.
And you're some fucking retard that's providing for her man.
In that sense with the pimp, yeah. But like an independent chick could be different.
Bitches say they're independent because they don't want you getting jealous of the pimp.
That's the game, right?
Why you believe all these bitches, bro?
No, Abe,
You think they put independent on that shit at me?
No, bro. You know there's independent escorts out there, bro. There isn't just... every chick doesn't have a pimp, bro.
I know. Look, you have the rare exceptional bitch.
Yes.
Who's out there charging $1,000 an hour.
Nah, not even, bro. There's chicks in the lower brackets that don't have pimps, bro.
Oh, them bitches aren't gonna be around that long.
Probably not. That maybe.
Them bitches are gonna be fucked.
Why?
Because they have absolutely
no management skills?
No structure.
Oh my god.
Imagine this.
How hard is it to sell pussy, Abe?
Oh, that's not the problem. The problem isn't selling pussy. The problem is that, think about this, right? You're dealing with these horny ass motherfuckers. Some of them are violent. Some of them have guns, and they.
The tricks?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, of course. Yeah.
Right, and you deal with this shit day and night, and
I see where you're going.
You have no off days. You have crazy stalker motherfuckers going out.
The pimp is good protection.
Right. It's not just good. It's not just that it's good protection. I mean, half the time the pimp isn't even gonna be there. So if you're getting raped, he's not even doing shit.
Yeah,
you could get killed and nothing is gonna happen. That's not.
But
even
I'll grant you that maybe
that's not even the point. The point is that, bro, all that stress that you're gonna have in that situation, and you don't have any circle around you to help you out.
True.
Bro, you're fucked.
No, I agree.
You're fucked. People are gonna take advantage of you left and right, and also like I've never heard of a trick. Mm-hmm. I mean, not a trick of a hoe that doesn't end up constantly dealing with like dudes trying to like offer themselves as max or pimps and shit. Right? These dudes try to come up to the hoes and like tell them all the time, like, yo, what are you doing? You need management. You got the game fucked up. Shorty, you don't know what the fuck you doing here. Let me elevate you. And all of this bullshit, right?
Super dreams, yeah. Everything the pimp does, she could have done, bro. These guys don't. The pimps don't have like this fucking. No, the pimps are not the Masons, bro. Like they don't.
No. The pimps. What the pimps do is they convince the bitch that they're needed.
Other than the player's ball.
Okay, they convince the bitch that they're needed. That's their job.
Literally, yeah.
And the more they're convinced of that, the better.
Of course, yeah.
For the pimp.
What goes down in the player's ball?
These dudes out here just fucking drink and show off their hoes and talk about how great they are at pimping and shit and congratulate each other on wearing new suits and shit.
It's a whole reunion?
It's a whole reunion, yeah. And they give trophies and shit.
To the hoes? Or to the pimp?
To the pimps.
Damn, no love for the hoes?
They do got love for the hoes.
Hoe of the month?
I don't know about hoe of the month, but...
Like, what is the trophy saying? Like, what?
You gotta understand, that world is narcissistic as fuck towards the pimp, and so it's all about him.
It's all about, yeah.
And so that hoe better be happy as fuck when the pimp gets anything.
Yeah.
Because that should be to her more important than her getting anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't even, like... Hanging out with a pimp must be fucking annoying. Bro's like,
Yes.
bro, shut up. Like, you're full of yourself, bro.
Well, you can only imagine, right? I mean, yes.
We have talked about trying to get like a pimp on the pod. That would be... No pimp would be down to do that. How would we even interact with that man?
Well, you gotta offer yourself. I mean, maybe we gotta start small. We gotta get like some popcorn pimp who has like 1 or 2 hoes and shit. And he's new to the game or whatever, and he's just looking to get some clout up there for local hoes to see him.
I guess. I don't know any local pimps. That would be a funny guess, though.
We could do that.
He's got to be serious, though. We can't have, like, some...
Well, it's hard to know what you're gonna get, bro.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that's...
Damn.
But that's how it works.
What about pimping in other countries?
Even pimping here in the United States is, like, you know, complicated. There's some places where they just don't even...
I mean, it's dead already, bro. Like, human trafficking... Nobody wants to get charged with that, bro.
Nobody does. Nobody wants to get charged with that shit. So a lot of dudes have moved on to like the online shit.
That's exactly
where
what
it's digital hoes.
Digital pimping.
And so digital pimping.
I mean, OnlyFans.
A lot of like the old school pimps congratulate like some of the modern pimps that actually got like became millionaires off selling some bitches' feet pics and shit like that.
He actually passed away, the owner of OnlyFans.
I heard about that, man.
Yeah, Sophie Rain was like
the greatest pimp that ever lived.
I was gonna say he's the pimp, dog. Sophie Rain did like a video like talking about how this guy changed her life and this and that.
Think about how good you are at the pimping.
She was literally bowing down to the pimp.
I get that.
It's crazy.
But can you imagine how good and tight your game is if you were that successful, had that many hoes, never had to meet one of them, and still convinced them that they were independent?
Down. Legend shit, right?
How many of these bitches are posting independent on their shit?
Everything.
In denial of the fact that they got a pimp.
They do. No, they do. Whether they want to believe that or not. The fact that my man was able to literally convert pimping into like a legal... online digital.
He just stopped it. He changed the game. He made the game digital. It's not illegal.
I wonder how pimps feel about OnlyFans. I know they hate it.
No, they don't hate it.
They just like probably got with the times and it's like, all right, fuck it, we're moving to digital.
No, why would they hate on that?
You know, because their bread and butter is like in person.
Yeah, but the game has changed, bro. Like you see all these websites and shit where people can just call a bitch.
True.
You dial a bitch up, you have her come over, you come over to her spot.
Yeah.
And shit changed.
I feel like they do even less work now.
Yeah, the metaverse pussy is gonna be coming out soon. You know, it's
not gonna be the same, bro.
Of course not, bro. But people are still gonna pay for it.
If people are gonna,
people goon, bro. You think they're not paying for that shit?
The metaverse pimps, bro. I was like, brother, come on.
Bro, there's people that beat off to fucking anime porn. Do you understand what I'm telling you right now? Okay, this is...
That is odd.
Okay, and these are addicts.
They could only goon for so long, though.
That's what you think.
Seriously, like... Your fucking dick will fall off probably, bro. How long... You can't goon for, like...
Doesn't matter. They keep watching that shit.
That shit's killing them, bro.
That's like one of the things. I know a lot of like politicians, right? Like fuck hookers and shit.
They definitely do.
And so like one of the things is, can you imagine being a politician and you see that like you fuck so many hookers at this point that like you get addicted to doing shit, and it gets weirder and weirder. The shit that you become into, and at a certain point you got a bitch tying you up and kicking you in the nuts and shit. And then you turn around and see that bitch is giving all the money you gave her to some fucking pimp. You let this bitch degrade you like that and she's giving all that shit to a pimp?
Sheesh, bro.
And you fuck around and you know, the second you turn around, you decide, fuck it, I'm writing a bill. Human trafficking.
That's
fuck you.
That's how it happened.
Well, it could have been something like that. I mean, it could have not been, but...
You know? Dude got broken. He got broke by a hoe.
Hey. I mean, he got what he wanted.
Yeah?
You know, I mean, if you gave her more money, I mean, if you let her like trick you into giving you more money, you should never have been in contact with her to begin with. Anyway, bro, we gotta talk about something else, bro, because
We gotta get into
I'm tired of being a square talking about pimps.
Yeah, we've had enough. We gotta get into our Hialeah segment, bro. I gotta come up with like a Hialeah theme song.
De pinga serie.
Or like just something.
La coseta de pinga.
We started with that every time. Apparently there was these 3 gentlemen who got caught masturbating at Amelia Earhart Park.
Oh shit, Amelia Earhart Park, bro. That's that park in Hialeah that is sort of like a
Mini jungle.
It's a mini natural park with little fucking talk about it, bro. Talk about that shit.
I don't know. I think it like somebody called in saying that there was like these 3 weird guys or some weird activity going on. So the cop went and checked and he ended up seeing homies beating off. I guess I don't know if it was in unison. I don't know if it was...
You telling me there was a Hialeah circle jerk in Amelia Earhart Park?
Yeah, bro. And these guys were old.
God damn.
Like, I'm talking about they were like in their 40s, 50s, it looks like.
What happened there?
There was one that looked really young.
So
like,
it was only...
2 older guys and 1 young dude.
So it was only dudes?
It was only dudes.
And they were just beating off in there in the fucking darkness of the park?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, they were old as fuck. This guy has like white hair, bro.
Hiding amongst the trees and shit in the little swamp area.
Pussy shit, bro. Check this out.
What the fuck is that shit about?
Look at these dudes, bro. Look how old they look.
Let me see that shit. Oh, man, bro. The guy in the... First of all, the young dude looks traumatized. I don't know what the fuck they did to him.
He's got the Edgar haircut.
He has a 1,000-yard stare in that picture.
100%. And then there's like 2 like 50-year-olds, bro.
Fuck, bro.
Why were you beating off with though? Like what?
The guy in the middle looks like Maduro.
That's an odd ass thing though. That's like one of the weirdest Hialeah stories I've heard so far, bro.
The guy on the left looks like he was persuaded to do this shit.
Maybe they were watching porn together.
What the fuck kind of shit is that?
But why Amelia Earhart? You could have done that.
Well, why watch it? If you're watching porn together...
Well, unless, like, you can't just beat off to the imagination, right? I used to do that.
Yeah, you can.
No, obviously you could. I'm saying, but, like, who the fuck is going to go to a park and then beat off to your imagination? Like, it's odd. You could have just stayed at your crib and done that.
I wonder what this was.
There's, like, a bigger story to this. Like, I know there's, like...
I bet there is.
You know what I mean? Like, they probably planned some shit and it went, like, horribly wrong.
Well, first of all, I mean, can you imagine the shock
if
you had this one chick that was down to like have a foursome, and all 3 of the dudes show up, and she is a no-show,
and you just there,
and one dude decides, I'm still down.
Yeah.
Now the problem is the other 2 dudes decided to say, bet.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, let me get the fuck out of here. Because this guy is insane.
That's odd, though. But yeah, I don't even want to talk about this topic. It's kind of...
But you see, like... I mean, if you've caught one dude doing that shit by himself, that's something you'd be like, all right, that's a freaky-ass boy. Yeah. But the fact that these dudes made a little, like, club...
Gathering.
For freaky shit...
Yeah.
In the woods...
You respect it a little more? It does give a Bohemian Grove.
It's not that I respect it, but it does show...
This is Hialeah's Bohemian Grove. At Amelia.
I mean, damn, I don't even want to phrase it like that. It kind of sickens me to say that, but...
What else were they doing? They were on some weirdo shit, for sure.
But it does show a level of organization that's uncanny for that level of freakiness.
Yeah, bro. You don't just get caught beating off with 2 other men on some random shit. You didn't just meet these dudes at Amelia and were like, yo, you guys want to just wank it off in the corner over there?
Well, it couldn't have been a coincidence. I mean, it wasn't like all 3 of them individually planned to beat off alone in Amelia Earhart and just found each other and said, fuck, lucky me.
Oh, yeah, Babo, you know they were Cuban, dog.
Yeah,
that's the sad
hold
part.
on. We don't want to jump to conclusions, bros. Chill.
They look, no, you don't think they're Cuban? We can't tell, obviously, but... Dog, what were they thinking?
I don't know, bro. But get them far away from everyone else.
Them niggas are some.
I saw this
freaky
one
ass
situation where this one dude got arrested for going inside of some chick's home.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, he was sucking her toes and shit. He ended up doing a fucking home invasion.
And then sucked her
While she was asleep and started sucking on her toes. So he was breaking and entering to suck some toes.
No, or was he breaking, entering, and then he seen the toes and was like, damn.
If you got sidetracked by some toes,
Might
bro,
as well suck the toes. I'm here.
But you got sidetracked by the toes in the middle of a robbery?
Some dudes are real foot
But
fetish.
I don't know. That's not what I heard, bro. I heard he broke and entered for the toes.
Nah, that's even more savage.
But see, that one shows like, all right, he had a
He
mission.
was determined.
He had a mission. It wasn't like he was undisciplined. Like that was discipline.
Yeah.
And so he ended up getting charged.
I already knew Shorty took a shit when she woke up from that.
You can only imagine, bro. You just wake up getting your toes sucked by some stranger. I imagine how he even decided that it was her, because like he must have like seen her
Oh my god.
in some flip-flops or some shit and decided, oh, that's the one.
That's her.
And he just went in there and conquered that shit.
Oh my god.
But I think he got like 7 years for that shit. 7 years of your life to suck some toes, bro.
Bro could have paid an escort, could have done it. Bro, you could have hit up your fucking homegirl. She would have allowed you, bro.
Fuck.
A nigga sucking toes on the break and entering is wild, yo. That's gotta be top 3 fucking.
That's pretty wild, bro. That's another level.
Yeah, bro. That is
There are dudes that do reckless shit like that, though. Like, that's a level of thirst that's incomprehensible to, everybody except the top class of gooners in this world.
Dude, did you see Fidel's grandson getting interviewed?
Yeah, I did see it.
What are your thoughts on it? Pretty gay, huh?
I mean, I think what he's doing is he's sort of shitting his pants and he's sort of trying to do whatever promo he can get for the regime by making it look appealing.
As much as he can.
And he's...
I mean, he failed horribly.
If you're fucked, you got to join the winning team because your team already lost.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. What do you think about that?
That's probably most likely what's happening. But even then, though, it was still like... I think it was better off to not even do the interview. The fact that he did the interview was odd. It's like, why the fuck... Apparently, he's like some, like, influencer guy. He tries to make, like, these funny videos or some shit.
That's what he does?
Yeah, apparently. I don't even know that. And yeah, that's it. That's all he does. He stays in Cuba, from what the CNN guy says, and he was just acting like he was a part of, like, the other Cubans that were actually, like, struggling and shit. That's what he was trying to make it seem like. Even though he had a refrigerator that...
His lights were on.
And his lights were on while the whole block was off. Because he had a generator.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I think it was pretty fucked up, bro.
It was funny in like an ironic way. Like, this dude is really trying to do this, bro. Like, this is funny, bro. Like,
bro, how do you feel about those people that weigh like 2,000 pounds and just never leave the home, don't do shit? They're just extremely obese.
I seen an AI video of like a firefighter like trying to help. Like, it said it was like the world's largest man. It was clearly AI, but it was hilarious.
I have seen like this. I don't even know if this shit is real, but I saw like this video from supposedly Europe. Where they had to use like a crane to get this guy out of his crib, and they had to break shit down in order to have.
That's the one I seen.
Fit outside of that shit.
Was that AI?
I don't even know if it's the one you seen, but it was.
I think it was that where they was like going up a building, right?
No, it wasn't going up a building.
No?
They had a crane over the window. They had to break the window down, and they had to get that fat dude on the crane and use the crane to like lift him down.
Oh, damn. I don't think I've seen that one.
But I have seen other documentaries where they, like, do that shit. They just break through the door to make it wide enough to help you fit.
Yeah.
And get you out of there. And they usually do it because you have to have some sort of, like, life-saving surgery or some shit like that. So I think for this guy, it was, like, a gastric bypass or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And, Anyway, that's not really that life saving. That's just basically gonna like shrink your stomach size for a little bit.
Fucking also that show that has what is it called? My Weird Obsessions, where these people like display like the weirdest things they're obsessed with. There's a guy that eats
Glass.
I mean, there's glass. There's fucking.
I saw one chick that tried to marry a bridge. She was in love with the bridge. I think it was the Golden State Bridge or some shit.
I mean, that's cool in a way.
No, but she was like really. She would go over there and she admitted
Did
that
she fuck it?
She admitted that she had like sexual things done with it, and she had to be like mad discreet because she didn't want to get like charges and shit.
How did it? Did she explain how she fucked it?
I mean, they didn't go into it. They didn't go into like some fucking female novel type shit, but
I just think that's fascinating. If you fucked a bridge, like I need to know the details.
I just want to know what the foreplay there was like.
Yeah, like how did you fucking? That's insane.
I want to ask her questions that are impossible for her to answer. Like, is he a good communicator?
That's fucked up,
right? Like,
clearly,
does he show up on time?
Damn, I'm trying to remember the one. There was one that a dude was eating. You know what he was eating, bro? Fucking, I think it was just cotton.
Yeah, there's some dudes that have like some weird ass obsession with eating.
There's also that show with hoarders.
I've seen that, yeah.
Motherfuckers that hoarder, that is. Oh, I can't believe it.
It's disgusting, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know how you can do it to like not be able to walk in your own home.
You have feces all over your house. Like,
you do.
What? Yeah, that's mental health shit, bro. What else?
That's just what it is, bro. I mean, there's some, yeah, you know. Sometimes I ask myself, like, what's the fattest I would fuck?
Yeah?
In my most desperate state, what's the worst I would do to myself?
I think I already fucked that. I'll be honest.
You think you already hit peak?
I already fucked the fattest chick I'd fuck.
Yeah?
Hell yeah.
How fat was she?
She wasn't skinny, bro.
Bruh, can you be more specific, bro? Like, what the fuck?
I'm ashamed to be, but
Nah, don't be a bitch. You brought it out. Let it come out.
What was she? She was probably like, I don't know how much she weighed, bro, but like she was pretty circular.
Oh, she was circular.
She wasn't that fat, but
we're talking. You fucked the ball.
She wasn't. She was like just. Let me just put it like this. She was really chubby, bro.
Yeah, but you said she was circular though. That's real specific, because that describes her shape.
The way I remember right now, she did look a little circular.
So she looked like Boo from what is it called, from Dragon Ball Z?
Or you mean Mario Kart or
Or what is the fat Boo?
Fat Boo.
That one, yeah.
Nah, she wasn't even tall, bro. So she wasn't.
All right, but she was short and fat.
Short, very chubby.
But like chubby like that?
A little chubbier than I would fuck, yeah. Cause I'd fuck a chubby chick.
Nah, you trying to fucking sidetrack me here, bro. I want to know exactly what we're dealing with here, bro. You can't play this game right now.
Oh, actually, you know what it was? I'll be honest with you. Cause I was there was a chick that was pretty chubby, bro.
Oh yeah.
But she was very cute though. Like she was actually like like if she lost weight, I think she'd look pretty good. But dude, she was. I guess I was being horny and I let that part pass my mind, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll still chill with her, whatever. Let's see what happens.
Let me ask you.
And bro, I ended up. She tried to get on top of me.
Oh, this is good,
brother. I felt that.
You felt that?
I felt that. I felt the love.
You felt it like in a good way, like you was digging that shit.
I wasn't digging it, bro. First of all, I was in the car.
Did you bust?
I don't even think I busted, bro. Did I bust? She might have gave me head and I busted, I think. But when I was fucking, bro, it was too hard, bro.
I gotta say,
cowgirl with a really big chick, bro. Yo, that's like.
All right, but I'm still trying to figure this out.
I was trying to be macho, man, and really like pick her up. I'm like, yo, I can't even do this.
Okay, but when you were fucking her though.
Yeah.
Right. Were you picturing to yourself the version of her that lost a few pounds, or?
Nah, because she was so pretty that it didn't really like affect me.
Oh, so you found an obese baddie.
She was, yeah, she wasn't
shit.
obese. Hey,
You
chill.
found a BBW bitch that goes beyond beauty.
I think she's BBW, yeah.
Yeah?
That's a good way to probably put it. But she's not like obese or so fat, but she's definitely the fattest chick I've ever fucked, yeah. 100%.
What would you say her height is?
That's the thing, she's short too.
Like
Maybe
5 feet
like
tall?
5. Off a long shot, maybe like 5'4", 5'3".
Okay, 5'4", 5'3". How much would you guess she weighs?
If I gotta keep it a buck, bro, I weigh like, on a good day, I'm like 150. She probably weighs, brother, gotta be up 200. She's probably in like...
Nah, I need you to know something right now.
Is that a big bitch?
That's a big bitch.
She's probably like, yeah, bro. She probably like 180 to 200 for sure, bro.
Because her
shortness, right?
if she was fit,
nah, she's not
she
fat.
would be between 115 to 135 pounds.
Oh, I don't think she's that, brother. No.
And so we're dealing with a chunk of extra weight.
She's definitely pushing like at least...
That's a third of her body.
170 to 180.
Now you fucking trying to lower it on me, so don't fuck around, bro. You said 200.
She could be 200 for sure. I won't lie. But she was good. She had like...
And I'll be honest, since you got some shame about telling me this, I'm guessing that it's probably about 225, 230, 240.
Nah, chill, dog,
And
chill.
the height might be a little bit lower than what you suggested.
Chill. It's not like that either, bro.
And that would mean that we're dealing not with a BBW,
What's the next one?
but with a BBW squared.
BBW squared.
I don't know what the fuck that is. It sounds like just a lot of BBW, but
Nah, yeah.
But
But yeah, she was... Bro, I tried to smash her in the whip, bro.
okay, but you got a nut?
I think so. I don't even know, bro, to be honest with you, bro. It was so uncomfortable in the whip, bro, that I just couldn't, bro.
Well, I think that's, you know what, no complaints, bro.
I smashed, though, for sure, for a bit. But then... She was a sassy fat bitch, bro.
You gonna do it again?
I tried to again, but, like, she's, like... Bro, I wouldn't even, like, comment on her fatness or anything like that. I'd be pretty nice. But she was such an asshole, bro.
You saying it was the elephant in the room?
Yes, bro. Because I remember once I told her about, like, eating healthy or some shit.
Oh, you fucked up. You don't do that to a big bitch.
No, but, like, cause
She knows, bro. She's thinking about that shit half the time. She's like, he knows. He's thinking about how I'm fat.
Yo, and I swear to God, bro, all the time I would hit her up. No bullshit. I'll be like, yo, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I'm about to order some food or something. I'll be like, yo, dog. Like, all the time, though, Abe.
You gotta give it to her, though. That's honesty, bro.
Like, bruh, come on. Like,
But you gotta admit that's honest.
every time I ask her, though, like, you're not doing, you eating, bro? Like, damn.
She is owning being a big bitch.
Nah, but I talked to her about the weight, like, eating healthy because she was going to the gym. And
I always love when a really fat chick tells you that she's going to the gym because they get like sort of insecure when they tell you about it.
oh, for sure.
You know, they sort of like pass it by and then like, because they're hoping that you're going to be like show some support and shit and that you're not going to do it awkwardly because a lot of people do it real awkwardly. Be like, yeah, that's good. Yeah, you'll keep going.
Looks at you like, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're...
you'll do great. I believe in you.
But, yeah, she was, she got upset when I talked about it, so, yeah.
Oh, this is good.
Because, like, she thought I was trying to imply that she should go, like, eat healthier and stuff. Like, I was like, yo, relax. Like, I was just...
She thought you were politely telling her you are a big bitch and you need to lose some pounds.
Yeah.
Because I can't be dealing with all that weight when I'm trying to fuck.
She actually deserved me saying that sometimes. She was a bitch, bro.
You could still say it right now.
Nah, she has me blocked.
Oh, I could fucking tell her.
Tell her, bro.
Give
Tell
me
her.
her fucking number, bro.
Oh, no, I don't even have it. I don't...
Oh, you fucked up, bro. This would have been great. I would have called her right now. Shit.
Damn, that would have been great.
Let's
for
do it.
real. Let me see if I have it, bro. I might have deleted it, real shit. Let me see. Damn, only way I know I have it is on my Facebook Messenger. She gave me her number. We could really. She's not gonna pick up though. But let's see.
What would you really like to tell her, bro?
Just tell her whatever you want. Whatever you just said. Tell her to go to the gym. You want to see her, bro?
Oh, please.
Damn, I can't. She has me blocked, so hold up. So I can't see the. But look at it right there.
Show me.
Before my phone dies, go. You know what I could do? You can't. I could take a pic and you could zoom in so you can see.
Yeah, do that because I can't see shit.
All right, but did it. Check it out. This is content right here, bro.
I'm curious, bro. I want to know.
Now tell me she's not a fine fat chick. You can zoom in if you want.
I mean, bro, but that's not that obese. Like,
That's what I told you. She's not obese.
but she definitely looks like the insecure type, though.
She's chunky though, bro. Trust me, she's not skinny.
No shit, but like,
You feel me? But yeah, that's what it's looking like.
well,
What do you think she weighs based off that photo?
I can't tell you. I don't know her height,
She is short, so
but I'd say yeah, probably about 180.
that's what I was saying. She's probably like that. For me, I'm a skinny guy. That's a lot, so. Even though I still took it down, but it's like, I don't know. When she went cowgirl, it thought I was getting a hernia, bruh.
I mean, was she good at riding though?
She was too big. The car was too fucking, the backseat's too small.
Was her motion appropriate?
It was weak, bro. She gave great head though, bro.
That's the thing about these fat bitches.
Bro, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, that shit was life-changing. Not even trying to be funny. Like, that was the best thing about her. Like, I was like, wow.
That shit is addictive, isn't it?
Yeah, man. She had great lips, bro.
Might make you get a second phone and shit.
Nah, trust me, because the first time she blocked me and then I came back and I had,
It was good.
I had the ice cold game.
Oh yeah?
I came back, got her right back under my hand, just like that. Trust me, she's a sassy ass, like, bitch, bro. Super sassy.
She's the type that thinks she doesn't take no shit.
Yo, 100% like that. But I still managed to get it. Like, I'm still like, I swear, dog. I love girls like that, bro. They're so easy to get. They think they run shit. And then, bro, you be like, yo, baby, don't even worry about none of that. I be fucking with her. Girls like that. So, I don't know. I guess I pulled it again. And then, I forgot what I did, bro. She's a sassy ass girl. I didn't call her one night, or I didn't say, like, text her. Oh, you this and that, blocked. I'm like, what the fuck, yeah? So yeah.
But she was mentioning that you didn't text her,
Bro, because I told her that I wanted to start like talking to her and stuff, just normal shit, like don't be a weirdo. And I think she took it the way as like I was trying to date her or something, which I didn't really mean it like that. I was just trying to say let's talk, like let's be friends. You get me? She's like, I don't want to be friends, this and that. I'm like, God damn, bitch. Like, she's just super...
You gave her right back to where she belongs.
But yeah, bro, she went back to... I'm back on the block section.
She's out there.
Head was great, dog.
How you think she got that great at it? Let her go.
Nah, yeah, but she's yeah, she's a little sassy, little... You could tell she's toxic, bro. That's the best way I could describe her. Toxic ass girl, bro.
I mean, shit, bro. I don't even know what would have happened if you would have been friends with her, bro. Cause
nah, we wouldn't have like. She was also.
Cause you talk also like the type of motherfucker that could get addicted to some head and.
You know what was cool about her actually though? She was like pretty. Like she was like a girl that was at least like. You could talk to her about certain things. Like, she was always down to talk about, like, politics and shit. So I respected her in that sense.
What were her politics?
Oh, she hated everything that I stand for.
Yeah.
Every single thing. I told her about the pod and what we, like, do and shit. She's, like, the antithesis of that. She hates Donald Trump.
I would have figured.
She hates Donald Trump. She hates anything that's, like, even closely
Listen, bro, her
conservative.
Her head is that good.
I don't even care. Yeah.
And it's not that I don't... I'm just saying, I wouldn't expect her politics to be anywhere else.
Yeah, she's not. She's like, she's on her like anti-Semitic shit. Not saying that she's anti-Semitic, but she's on that train of like following influencers that believe Israel is like the controller of the U.S.
Yeah.
She follows that a little bit.
She's on the left. She's on the left side of Nick Fuentes.
Type shit, exactly. Yeah.
Yo, you got any water, bro?
I was actually gonna give you one, bro. I don't know if I drank from.
Cause this vaping shit fucks me up, bro.
Did I drink from here? I'm not sure, bro.
You never know.
You could, if you want, you could just pour it in there.
I'm about to just fucking sip this shit.
All right. But and yeah, she was overall, she was cute, nice titties, great head. But she was just a fucking.
A pain in the ass, bro.
I would try to talk to her. I'm like, yo, like I'll even try to talk to her without any trolling. I'd be like,
I feel like she got something in you though, bro.
All jokes aside, like, why are you always so sassy and serious? And she's like, oh, I gotta be like that with you. This and I'm like, what the fuck?
It sounds like you liked it though, bro.
She was cool. I fucked with her for a little bit, but after a while, I liked it for a bit, and then it got old. I'm like, yo, bro, we're not gonna do this every day, bro. Like, you're not gonna disrespect me. And then like.
Oh, she started getting with the...
Yeah, bro, she'll be so odd. She'll say that, like, we don't have any type of, like... We'll talk on the phone for, like an hour or two. And then the next day, she'll be like, yo, what are you talking about? We don't have any type of connection. We don't have this. We don't have that. I'm like, yo, why the fuck did we just talk on the phone for 2 hours then? Like she'll do shit like that.
I think she was turned off by being, like, wanted that much. Like, openly. I mean, obviously she wants to be wanted, bro.
But she wanted to talk to me. So I'm like, what do you...
See, that's the thing.
So I'm like, okay.
I don't know, bro. Fuck, I don't know.
Nah, there is a level... I try not to even give my hoes too much attention.
I mean, the conversations that are hours long, bro, that shit.
Yeah. I've had them, though. They're not bad.
They can be great.
Yeah, it depends. But, are we done? What are we...
I don't have shit else to add to this, bro.
Me either.
She wasn't as fat as you were saying, though, bro. Like, you were making it look like... You said she was a ball, basically. And I was thinking, like, a ball? Like, I didn't think you were into the fucking...
Nah, she's not a ball, you see?
I didn't think you were fucking with spheres.
But she is,
She has a lot of extra change.
Yeah. That's the fattest I've been with.
All right.
And that's my
Your BBW love story.
That's my BBW love story, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening, and
It's been an honor.
have a great night/day.
Peace.
Peace.